I'm Duncan from Metal Epidemic, and I'm here with the mighty Blood Command. How's it going, guys?
Yes, great. I love that introduction, the mighty Blood Command.
100%.
Expect nothing less.
So you guys are currently touring the UK. How's that tour been going so far?
Been amazing.
It really has.
Really cool, yeah.
It's like exceeded all of our expectations. Not to sound cliche, the shows have been even better than we ever could have imagined.
Yeah.
Like at the start of each set, you know, I actually get teary-eyed with how many people are singing the lyrics back to us, and just how many people are coming to the shows. It's amazing.
It's been crazy. We never done this well in the UK before.
Well, I think that's because the new album kicks ass. We did our kind of mid-year top 10 albums, and I had it in my top 10 because I've not been able to stop playing it since it came in. I think one of the big things about it is it's just so much energy, and from what we've seen in your live set so far, you're bringing that energy to the stage, and people just want to escape at the moment and enjoy that live. You think the crowds have been up for it?
The crowd's been so cool.
They've been so receptive.
Fucking crazy.
They're like, it's like thanks to them bringing that energy. Like we obviously walk onto stage and we have a lot of energy, but they give it totally back to us as well.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. It is because I think that a lot of it is because people love the new record. Thanks to Yngve, because he wrote the whole thing and produced it. And, you know, it goes to show that, like, if you really work hard at something, then you can reap the rewards, and people love it, and they're just so excited to hear the songs live.
Yeah.
But it wasn't hard for us, though. We're just born with it.
Yeah.
It's for us.
We just walk on stage, don't put any energy in. We don't even sweat after the show.
So you've been in the band for about a year?
Technically speaking, I've been officially in Blood Command since February 2020.
Yeah, alright. So before
but that was the big top secret. No one knew.
Yeah, no one knew, just we knew.
Yes.
So is that like kind of just off the back of Pagan? Like kind of finishing up then?
Yeah, Pagan officially split up in September 2019. However, we didn't make the announcement until January 2020.
Yep.
And when we made the announcement, Yngve was trying to get a hold of me online.
Smart man.
He is a genius, though. I always say it. I'm not just blowing smoke up his ass. I'd say it even if he wasn't sitting here. He's a genius. And he was trying to get a hold of me, and I just wasn't responding just because like I was going through a lot of in my life at that time, and Pagan had split up, and I didn't know what I was going to do with music. I felt like a bit of a failure. And then finally, when he got a hold of me, you know, and asked me to join Blood Command, it was, February 2020.
Yeah.
And then with lockdowns and blah, 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 you know, a lot of things were postponed, but we were able to obviously do everything and be here now. So it all worked out in the end.
How does recording an album in that situation where your vocalist is the other side of the world, how does that come together? How easy is that?
Worst thing is that we recorded that album before Nikki joined.
Yep.
With vocals from the old singer.
Yep.
And I remember the technician said, how much money would you need to get if you were going to do this all over again? I said, not all the money in the world. I would never do this shit again. And I would do the entire thing over again with Nikki.
Yeah.
But we did it over Skype, and it was way too easy.
Obviously we would prefer to not do it over Skype.
Yeah.
But it was so much more seamless than we imagined it would be.
Yeah.
I was just sitting home in Bergen and smoking, and yeah, cool. Great take.
The theme of the album this time around is Heaven's Gate, who are like a death cult from America that I'm a bit morbid, so I knew all about them. I was telling the guys, 100% knew all about them. Whose idea was that, and did you know much about them before you kind of themed?
That was my idea. I like cults. I have kind of a cult upbringing myself, so I'm weak for that kind of stuff. And
yourself, did you know much about them?
A really interesting thing about it is that my old band Pagan,
Yeah.
for example, our Instagram handle was Pagan Cult.
Yeah.
So we also used to play on that theme a lot.
Mhm.
And I was also really interested in Heaven's Gate. I went to the Museum of Death in Hollywood and saw like the real bunk bed
Yeah.
that some of them passed away in very sadly. So I've always had a fixation on it. So when Yngve sent me Praise Armageddonism,
Yeah.
you know, with the old vocalists' vocals on it, when I had to learn it, I was immediately drawn to it because, like Yngve, I was also really fascinated by them in particular.
Yeah, it goes like the whole package is incredible. Like the artwork that you've got, it just like it speaks to a lot of their concepts and the kind of love of sci-fi.
Yeah.
Which I mean, like just walking past your merch stand, there's like I want to own it all. So like,
You're so nice.
It's like,
We need you around all the time.
it's like
We're not going to be able to fit out the door. Our heads are going to be so big.
I think it's one of those things where everything just seems to have been tied together like in the perfect way. How involved are you with like the album artwork? Do you get a say in stuff like that, or is that more led by the label?
No,
you write everything.
no,
You must be.
No. We control that ourselves. Yeah.
Totally, like 99% Yngve, and then some of it's me being a bossy boot saying, I have to look like this.
So in terms of like you said yourself, you pretty much you were on tour. Lockdown happens. You guys basically just take no time off, just get straight in and write the album. In terms of the actual writing process, notwithstanding changing vocalists and stuff, how easy was that? Was that like, had you been working on a lot of that material
The
before?
album had been written in 2018
Yeah.
now, so that was before the pandemic. So we wrote some music during the pandemic that's going to come out in the future though.
Right.
Yes.
It wasn't this.
Yeah.
None of this was written during the pandemic.
So
no.
you literally had all these songs for like 4 years then at this point.
And like
Wow.
the whole album was like mastered
Oh.
and everything with the old vocalists.
So I was so over this album.
Yeah. Just in time for it.
Like even I was over it, and I hadn't even had it for a quarter of the time Yngve had it.
Because you're at essentially what will be the start of a touring cycle. How long is that likely to go? Is it a year? Are you planning it longer than that, or still early days?
Last for some time, yeah.
Yeah, I mean we've got a lot of things coming up. You know, like we're going to Australia at the end of the year, and then hopefully we can push it even a little bit further.
Probably doing this round again next year.
Yeah. So we've got a
we're
lot
just
of.
gonna tour until we die.
Yeah.
Basically.
So you're going to keep them okay in Australia then?
Yeah, I'm gonna show them all the snakes and spiders, and
So
we're
literally
gonna ride
these-
kangaroos to the
So
show.
literally the reason I won't go, one, the heat, I don't think I could stomach the heat, but like just the idea of sitting on a toilet and a giant spider being in there absolutely fucking terrifies
It
me.
happens all the time.
Yeah.
But I just showed her all the polar bears.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yes, you're
It's
fine.
fair.
Yeah, and we ride reindeers around.
It's good to play the stereotypes. We're interviewing you wearing kilts, so we're fine. I suppose that like the next question is, and you've kind of teased it already. You've already got new material kind of in the wings. How long are you likely to wait before that starts working its way out? Can we expect that maybe next year on tour, or what are you thinking?
No comment.
No comment. I like that.
Denied.
And I suppose like my last question is with the kind of the world being the way it is just now, and like I say, everyone's trying to look for that kind of escapism. What would you like to tell your fans out there that are, haven't bought a ticket yet or looking forward to coming and see you in the future? Do you have any messages for them?
Buy the fucking tickets.
Buy the t-shirt. Buy the
And
t-shirt.
thank you for following us and supporting us.
I would.
Love you so much.
I obviously back everything Yngve says, and I also for Yngve and myself when we started speaking online about me joining the band, we were both in really dark places. So this album, theoretically, like metaphorically and literally speaking, did save our lives. Being able to do this together, and I think that the shows you really feel that when we're on stage, and I hope that this album can help other people also coming to the shows is even more special in that regard too.
I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Make sure you check out their album, Praise Armageddonism. I can't say it. Armageddonism. Armageddonism.
Armageddonism.
Difficult for
You nailed that.
It's difficult for a
Praise
Scotsman.
Armageddonism.
It's too many letters for a Scotsman in there. But yeah, please check them out on tour. Make sure you support the bands. And thanks very much for your time.
Thank you so much,
Right, thank you.
guys. Thank you.
Thanks.